Want to know the truth no one wants to admit? The reason you're not happy is because you're trying so hard to be. Not casually trying, obsessively trying. And psychology has been quietly proving this for years. There's a concept called the paradox of happiness. Researchers like Iris Mouse found something uncomfortable. People who value happiness the most tend to feel less happy. Let that sink in. The more you chase it, the worse you get at experiencing it. In one study, participants who were told to focus on being happy during a positive experience actually enjoyed it less, not more, less, because they were too busy monitoring it. Is this making me happy? Is this enough? Should I feel better than this? That constant checking kills the feeling. So yeah, right from the start, the goal is broken. But it gets worse. There's another study from Stanford University that found when people believe they should feel happy, they experience more loneliness and disappointment when they don't. Why? Because now every normal emotion becomes a problem. Stress, something's wrong. Sadness, something's broken. Boredom, life is failing. You've turned being human into something you need to fix. And here's the part that should bother you. None of this is natural. For most of human history, nobody woke up asking, "Am I happy?" They asked, "Am I surviving? Am I progressing? Am I doing something that matters?" Happiness wasn't the goal. It was a byproduct. Now fast forward to today, and you've got an entire industry built on convincing you that if you're not constantly happy, you're doing life wrong. A $4.2 trillion wellness industry, self-help books, happiness apps, positivity courses, all selling you the idea that sustainable happiness is one purchase away. So you optimize everything: morning routines, cold showers, gratitude journals, dopamine detoxes. You're basically running your life like a lab experiment, trying to force a feeling that was never designed to stay. And here's what the data shows. It backfires. A 2018 paper published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that the more people put pressure on themselves to feel happy, the more negative emotions they ended up experiencing. Because now you're not just feeling bad, you're failing at not feeling bad. It's a double hit. And the data shows it's getting worse. Since positive psychology became mainstream in 1998, anxiety rates increased 40%, depression rates climbed 33%. More happiness resources, worse mental health. The product is creating the problem. And that's where most people get stuck. They think the solution is to try harder, more habits, more control, more fixing. But the problem isn't effort, it's direction. You're aiming at the wrong target, because happiness isn't something you achieve. It's something that shows up when you stop trying to control every second of your emotional state. And if that sounds vague, here's something more concrete. There's a massive Harvard study, one of the longest ever conducted on adult development. Decades of tracking lives, thousands of data points. And the conclusion wasn't people who chased happiness the most won. It was this: people who had meaningful relationships and a sense of purpose reported the highest levels of well-being. Not constant happiness, well-being. Big difference, because well-being includes stress, includes struggle, includes bad days. But it also includes something stronger than temporary feelings: direction. And that's what you're missing if you're obsessed with happiness: direction. You're measuring your life by how it feels instead of where it's going. So every uncomfortable moment feels like a sign to quit. But discomfort isn't a signal to quit. It's often a signal you're doing something that matters. Think about it. Anything meaningful comes with friction. Building something, learning something, becoming someone better. None of that feels good all the time. In fact, a lot of it feels terrible. But it's worth it. And that's the shift no one wants to make. Stop asking, "How do I feel right now?" Start asking, "Is this worth it?" Because once you switch that question, everything changes. Now, stress isn't evidence you're broken, it's evidence you're building something. Now, struggle isn't failure, it's movement. Now, bad days don't mean your life is broken, they mean you're in it. And here's the irony backed by all of this research. When you stop obsessing over happiness, you actually feel better. Not because you hacked your brain, but because you removed the pressure that was suffocating the feeling in the first place. You're no longer chasing a moving target, you're just living. And in that space, happiness shows up, uninvited, unforced, unstable, but real. So if you've been trying to fix your life by forcing yourself to feel good, understand this. You're not failing at happiness. Happiness is failing you. And the moment you stop chasing it is the moment you finally give it a chance to exist.